Welcome to Chamber Talk. Today we are at the College and Career Academy, and I have Ms. Edwards with me. And Ms. Edwards, you are going to be the new work-based learning coordinator over at East Laurens in the new high school there. So I know you're excited about the new building and everything there. But this week we have been focusing on Summer Youth Works. And Summer Youth Works is a program we've been working on for almost 4 years now in Dublin and Lawrence County, and we got a group of kids that have been doing soft skills training all week. I think you've been here some this week, and this is kind of your first time experiencing this. So just right off the bat, I want to get your thoughts on what you've seen this week and why you feel like this is an important and valuable program for our students.
Yes, I do believe that this is a valuable program because I know with a lot of the employers, they are looking for the soft skills. That's what we're missing when those students graduate from high school, the soft skills of being on time and attendance, and also just all the professionalism that we're looking for in the students. And so this is my first time. I will be the new work-based learning coordinator at East Laurens High School. And I'm excited about that. I've been here all week, and the students have been so attentive and participating. We've had several guest speakers and lecturers that have shared things from conflict resolution, communication, just professionalism, and they've been soaking it up and just learning. And I've learned also participating in the group activity. We've had a great time this week.
So what do you think of the things you've seen and heard this week? Is there any one particular spokesperson that's come in this week or a topic that's been covered that maybe to you feel like that one right there was really, really important, and I'm so glad that the students also got to hear that?
I think probably they all were very good, but they all touched on communication, and I believe that is key. That we have to communicate in advance. We need to be proactive to teach our students to be proactive so that they can communicate effectively with their employers.
And so Summer Youth Works, the program we're talking about today and doing this show, but you are the work-based learning coordinator now. So as far as the work-based learning coordinator and being new into that role, any ideas or programs or things that you've got planned? What do you see as challenges? What do you see as opportunities in this role?
Oh, wow. So I'm new, just green in this position now. So I work formerly with students with disabilities, and part of my job was to help them find employment through Easter Seals and voc rehab. And so I'm just excited about everything that I'm learning. I will be going to official training starting on Sunday, so I will learn much more just to get out in the community and network and build those relationships with other companies that we haven't touched with yet. And so I'm just looking forward to working with all the students.
I can tell you, and no surprise to you, most everybody in Lawrence County, if they're an employer, they can use more employees. So thank you for the job that you guys are doing, and not only this week, but the job you're going to do to help prepare our students to go to work here in Lawrence County.
Thank you.
All right, welcome Ms. Pat Brock with our Lawrence County School System. Pat, thank you so much. So you are here this week, Summer Youth Works, and you've been a part of this program with us. Let me back up and even say thank you. You serve on our chamber board, and you support, of course, all of these efforts with all of the students in Lawrence County, whether they're city students, county students, they're students, one and all.
That's right,
like you've got on your shirt here. But you are coming in today to talk the next segment with the students for Summer Youth Works. Tell me a little bit about what you're going to share with them today.
Okay, very good. Hi, Heath. I'm here talking about social media, talking about the ethics, as far as how to adhere to not only your own personal moral standards, but also when you're going into that employer's, that place of business, there's a way that you have to conduct yourself in terms of social media. And I'm going to definitely be speaking on their terms, their language, their lingo, so that they understand where we're coming from, and so that they know that we have their best interest at heart.
And would you think for 1 minute, Pat, anybody hiring today is not checking out your social media platforms?
Absolutely. They're always checking them. So that's why you have to always be vigilant or hyper vigilant when it comes to what you post on social media, how you respond to situations, whether it's something dealing with religion, racism, dealing with, some kind of political justice. You've got to make sure that you're forward thinking about what you say.
Kind of that old adage, if you don't have something nice to say, just
don't say
anything at all.
That's right.
Pat, so you work with students and youth in this program and understand the importance of what Summer Youth Works program is and means. But can you talk to our viewers a little bit about the need and the importance of this being a continual program, not just something that we do for 8 weeks out of the summer maybe?
Absolutely. I mean, these young people are our future. These young people are the ones that are making it happen. And so this program, Summer Youth Works, is one that is definitely getting them ready to be in the real world. So we definitely need employers out there, businesses that will buy into this, because these young people need you. And as they're working, this is also a teaching tool for them, so for some who've never worked before. So it's important that you all, as a community, corporations, industries, take part in this, because you are helping build our future, and this is that workforce that we're always talking about, isn't it?
Absolutely, and I want to say a big shout out and thank you to James Sasser and the folks at GovStrive. James has hired an employee to come and work at GovStrive in the past. We've had the program a year or two when he didn't have a student, but GovStrive understands the importance of this program to the tune of sponsoring the entire program. But we need others that are willing to step up and say, hey, I will sponsor a youth, even if they're not hiring that youth, if they could help pay for that youth to work for someone during the summer, and we need that to be continual.
That's right, and this is definitely your opportunity to do that. And what we're working on in those classrooms, those soft skills that we're preparing them for, are preparing them for things that they have to encounter. We're giving them real life situations so that they'll know how to respond to that, so that when they do come to that workplace, they're going to already have some things already fine-tuned.
That's right. I could see actually the training that's taken place this week, if this were offered to every new employee at a business, and not just for young people.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that are being discussed in there today, you know, there are employers and companies out there that they would love to have this type of training for their adults.
That's right. It's kind of those things where you say, if I know now, if I knew back then what I know now, I would do things differently. So this is something that really will work for anyone, any age, because we all need to make sure that we're always learning, that continuous education, and making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Ethically.
And I know you got to get into that classroom, so shake my hand and let's go get it done.
Come on, buddy.
Thank you. All right, I want to welcome one of my new friends here, Miss Rebecca Tennant, to the show. And Rebecca, you have been participating in soft skills this week, so I want you first to tell me, repeat your full name, the school that you attend, and where you're going to work this year for the Summer Youth Program.
My name is Rebecca Tennant. I go to West Lawrence High School, and I'm going to be working with Main Street Dublin this summer.
So that's going to be an exciting job. Tell me a little bit about what you've learned this week, or maybe what was surprising to you that you were expecting, or anything you were not expecting to learn about this week.
I think definitely the amount of soft skills there were. Like, I knew what they were, but I didn't realize how many there were. And that, like, some things that for me are common sense aren't for other people. Like manners and stuff, some people don't know stuff like that. So it was a little bit surprising to realize that.
Was any of the, I hear a lot about the banking and the investment side of things. Did you learn anything particular or hear anything new there?
I did learn a little bit about stocks that I didn't know before, because I've never really been a big, like, investment stock person. But it was really interesting to learn about, like, how, like, for example, Tesla went from like $3 to like $1,000 per thing. So
you be completely honest with me and tell me, because we need this kind of feedback, and I know I didn't coach you or tell you what to answer or what I was going to ask you before the show. Has this week been worth your time to be here, what you've learned this week?
I do think that it is a little bit repetitive, but for some people that's how they learn. So I understand why it's the week of going over everything. But for me, I, like, 1 or 2 days, and then I'm like, I got it. So I've just kind of been making sure that if anyone else needs help, then I can help them out and stuff like that with stuff that they may not get as easily.
Okay. Fantastic. I hope you have a great summer working down at Main Street, and we will follow back up with you guys in about 7 weeks when you finish your summer program. So thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
The City of Dublin, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Your city to live, work, and play.
Interested in working with youth? There are positions available in Dublin. Email your resume to rddeal1@gmail.com or call 478-279-3174. Interested in working with youth? There are positions available in Dublin.
All right, I want to welcome my good friend Hope to the show, and Hope, you are the Work-Based Learning Coordinator at West Lawrence, and this is your 3rd or 4th year leading the soft skills training for our Summer Youth Works program.
This would be my third year, actually, yeah, third, because 1 year we were not able to do due to COVID.
So you and I meet together a lot. We've worked together a lot. I think we both share a passion for this program, and we know what this means to our students and to our community. Talk to me a little bit about how you prepare for the week and what your hope is to instill into these young men and women before we send them. Actually, next week, they will begin their work careers.
All right. So as you mentioned, we do meet all along, and we have our schedule that's set up. We know we're going to do this week of soft skills training. We actually use the Georgia Best curriculum that's put out by the Georgia Department of Labor. My cohort from East Lawrence that retired on me, Dr. Mason, she and I got together, and because the two of us have been working with the soft skills now since this started in 2019. So she and I got together and sat down and planned out our week. We've had guest speakers to come in from different companies. We have had Stephanie Harrison, who is with a mining company now. She came and taught with them just the big picture of soft skills and employability skills. Hunter Bennett from Farmers State comes and talks with them about finances, which that might not be on our soft skills list, but it's an important skill. With them, some of these students, this is the very first job they've ever had. So they need to know about, checking accounts and credit cards, and they're always interested in the stock market that he talks with them a little bit about. And then we have our Tiffany Stanley, who comes and talks with them. Again, it's all about employer expectations from our Georgia Municipal Association. Anthony Edwards from Perry Ellis came and talked about conflict resolution. That's been a really good one this week. We've not had that specifically talked about like he did, and how you work through a conflict among yourselves, the people that work there. Bill Glisson from Southern Company came, and again, he talked with, the importance of all skills are important, but if you don't have those soft skills, the other skills, you're not going to keep that job if you don't have the soft skills. Jennifer Bryant from Oconee EMC was here yesterday, and she again taught soft skills with them, leadership, and even brought in table manners for them, because she says you don't know, you might be asked to go to a luncheon with somebody, even if it's not in these 7 or 8 weeks in the future. What silverware do you start with, and these kind of things, but little things to help them as an employee that might not even be on a soft skill list. Those kind of things for them to go through. And today we have Pat Brock, our Lawrence County Schools PR person, is coming in to talk specifically with them about social media ethics. She will talk about other things too, but social media ethics is so important these days, and to get them to understand, to be very careful about what they are posting online. But everything that everybody has talked about, and even the things, the activities that the other two teachers, Ms. Newman and Ms. Edwards, that we have done this week, it all overlaps, but it all reiterates and lets them know how important soft skills are, that we can't say it enough.
Right. And I've heard it said already today that a lot of what you guys are training and teaching in the curriculum that you have, a lot of the speakers that are coming in are reiterating that in every one of their conversations. Yes. Just a little bit of the conversation I heard this morning, you're talking about professionalism and being a professional no matter what the job is. So it's good and very interesting to hear the students' comments. But I'm really happy with this, Hope. I think our program is continuing to grow. I want to use this video even that we're doing today for this year, but also for next year, to encourage employers to get behind this program and support this program. So if you would give us a quick little commercial or plug or something, just to remind folks why this is so important for our employers to participate.
This is an important program to me, because where else can our young people learn how to be a good employee? Soft skills, they start at home. And as I tell them when I'm doing these presentations at school and here, this starts when they start walking and talking. Mamas and daddies start these things out, the respect, that's a big soft skill. But it starts at home. But just that, when they start walking and talking, and it carries, it builds upon as they get older. So as we get them here, we're trying to let them know, this is where now you know, the pavement meets the road kind of thing. This is where it's really gonna make a difference for you with that paycheck. But there are some things you need to understand that we have to do it a certain way when we go in the workforce. You can't do it the way you are with your friends, and like I said, you don't get that paycheck. But we want it to be a teaching experience for these students. You know, if they do something wrong, don't just say, okay, you know, because it's this 8-week program, any other time you might have just automatically let them go.
Right.
Bring that student in, be that mentor, bring them in, tell them what they did wrong. Now how do we correct this? Because we want them to stay in Lawrence County. You know, young people that they've answered somebody, one of them asked them about staying here, tell them, no, everybody that they're leaving. But we want them to stay here and be a viable workforce here. And if they've got those soft skills, they retain that job and can move up and get promoted, and that's what they want to do.
And
Yeah.
we can hire talent and teach skill and train skill. So-
Correct. One of our guest speakers talked about that, said, you know, that technical, the hardcore, that you may not have all of that, but if you've got the soft skills, we can teach that and not have to, as another speaker said, put you off over in a room because you don't have the skill to communicate with my customers.
That's right. Hope I know I heard your alarm going off, and you got to get back in that classroom and lead that next segment of the
Yes.
program. But thank you
You're
for what you
welcome.
do with this
You're
program
welcome.
to help make it a success. We couldn't do this without you, so
Well,
thank you.
I appreciate that. Couldn't do it with all of us,
It's a
and I
good team.
enjoy it.
That's
It
right.
is. It's a very good team.
Thank you. Welcome, Melanie Newman, to the show. And Melanie, you're at Dublin City Schools. You do work-based learning there. You do some CTAE there, and you've participated in this program with us since its inception. So tell me, to you personally, I've asked some of the others on the show, but why is this week so important to you?
Well, you know, we've talked about this a lot. Soft skills are lacking in all of our community, in business, in the world, really. We've been hearing it more and more the last 10 to 15 years. It's ramped up every year. And I just think that we do need to reiterate. We need to hone those skills. Not everyone's trained from the ground up. How to be respectful, how little things matter, showing up on time, participating in a team, all of those good things that we teach them, being able to think on your feet, critical thinking, all of these things just take an initiative. These are very important, and even though they do hear it over and over again, I think it is good, because the more you hear it and the more you participate in these group works, these group activities, I believe that it reinforces it, and then it makes you do better. You know, if you know better, you do better.
I think so, and it was interesting to hear the young lady on earlier to say some of it's repetitive, and to some it is repetitive, but to some this is the first time that they've heard it. And I can tell you from being in the classroom and listening to some of the different training myself, very, very, very valuable training and teaching that folks are hearing. I was sharing with Pat Brock earlier, some of our adults sometimes could use some of this training, but a great program, and I think hopefully we intend to grow this program going forward. So thank you for your time and your participation in the program, and we look forward to working with you on this program in the future.
I enjoy it. Thank you.
When your ability to get up out of a chair, stand, walk, and do routine activities without hurting every day, having to take Tylenol, Motrin, or leave to get through the day, then it's time to come see us. Again, if you're avoiding activities, you're not going to do things with your friends or your family or your children, then you should not let it impact your life like that. We have things from medications to injections to surgery. A lot of people, I think, are scared to come see us initially because they're not ready for surgery. 85% of the people that I see in my office, I'm treating with something other than surgery. It's that small group of people at the end of their disease that are getting knee and hip replacements. So don't be afraid at least to come and let us check it for you.
My name is Phil Patel. I am one of the part owners here and the general manager here at the Hampton Inn and Suites. First time when I got introduced to Morris Bank, the people were so friendly and helpful. You feel like that you are appreciated there. At Morris Bank, everybody down at the bank is so friendly, and not just to myself, they're just friendly to everybody. They want us to succeed because our success is their success at the same time. that makes a lot of difference. And they're always there for us.
Welcome Eric Canada to the show. Eric, let me start by saying thank you. We're talking about soft skills this week, but this is the Summer Youth Works program that we would not even have in this community had you and I believe Tim Passmore came and met with me at the chamber a few years ago, but you guys had heard of this program and they were doing it in another community. So I want to first say thank you to you and Tim for bringing this and giving us an opportunity to partner with you to do Summer Youth Works. But very successful program. I feel like it's continuing to grow and so important here. But I would like to just hear from you to tell folks, you're out and you do a great job of getting out working with the industries, the businesses, and hearing the needs. So talk a little bit about the program and especially from that business and industry side as to how and why this is so important.
I would love to. Like you said, I saw somebody do a presentation on this a few years back and just felt like it was something our community could use to give our students an opportunity to find summer work. And that's what it's about. And been talking with our industry, one of their main concerns has always been soft skills and students when they graduate, not knowing how to show up or not knowing how to act, not knowing how to do the little things to make them a better employee. And so one of the main emphasis of this program is not the work that the students are doing, but it's the fact that they're getting to learn soft skills from us doing this class, but then every day they go to work and they're getting to see it implemented, they're getting to see other employees do it, and they start understanding a little bit of the importance of soft skills before they go out for full-time employment. And we tell all our industry people, treat them as your employees, but remember, we're training them, and we're training them not so much on the skills as we want you to train them on soft skills. They may not come back to you, but they may go to somewhere else, and they've got this. For the students, it's a great opportunity to earn a little extra cash during the summer. They get to learn their soft skills, and they get to build a resume, and they get to meet people they wouldn't normally get to meet.
So mentoring and coaching is kind of what I'm hearing you say right there, and so important from the employer side and the employee side, because if these students, let's just say they go work for Kevin Baggett over at Wild Boar, and maybe, like you said, that's not their future, that's not their career, but they've done a good job, and they were learning this morning about professionalism and whatever it is that you do. So they did their best while they were there. Kevin's going to be a great reference for them down the road, and so we're looking for that mentorship as well here.
Right. That's in every place they get put. We ask the employer to give them a mentor, to talk with them, to explain to them about what they're doing, but also about showing up for work. Why did you come 15 minutes early? Why do you need to be there 15 minutes early? Why do you need to be there every day? And if something happens, why do I need to call in? Little things sometimes we take for granted, but we're trying to show it to them and let the employer teach them that importance. And now they're seeing an older person doing it, somebody that's been there a while, and they understand that it is something that needs to be done.
And Eric, this is a program that I know it's an 8-week program during the summer, and I've mentioned this with one or two people on the show earlier. We need help and support year-round with hiring, with training, with mentoring, with coaching.
Through our CTAE programs, that's our career technical programs, yes, we need. Industry can help us by volunteering to come in and just speak to our students, by helping us put on mock interviews, by helping us show students how to fill out applications, all those different things that you do. And again, you kind of take for granted, but we need to be teaching our students. And there's all types of opportunities for industry. And even then, during the year, we still have students that work through our work-based learning programs. Our instructors in the city and the county are both do excellent jobs helping our students that want to work go out there and get jobs. And again, it's done in a format so there's mentoring involved, the teachers involved, and it helps to teach our students how to become good employees, or an employable student is what we're trying to make.
Yeah, and I feel like I say this over and over and over, and I'm going to say it over and over and over. But the one thing we hear, and when I say we, you're hearing it as well as I am, is I need employees, I need employees, I need employees. And we're doing everything we can together to try to train and provide those employees, and that is our workforce tomorrow and today. But we need you. We need our community, we need our industry, our businesses to support when Eric calls, when Hope calls and says, hey, can someone come to the school? Can we bring a group of students to your business? Those things are vital to the success of our future workforce.
Yes, that's trying to get our students to develop ideas and plans and let them see that what we have in this community. We have so many opportunities, but a lot of our students don't realize it. We're going to focus and do a lot more this year getting down to even our middle school students and start to help them develop plans for careers to explore. And not necessarily pick one out yet, but they can't pick something out if they've never seen it. So yes, can we come out and take a tour? Can you show us around? Can you come out and give us a small talk and, bring in 10, 15, 20 students at a time to show you to let them see what you have in your place of employment. Basically, you're helping to recruit students at a lot earlier age to see the types of things you do to pique their interest.
And what we would love, and I say we, you, me, and I know you're retired, if whatever that's going to look like, I'm not sure now. But the school would love a phone call. The Chamber of Commerce would love a phone call from a business or an industry to say, what can I do to help?
That's bottom line.
That would make our day.
It's the same thing when I talk to our teachers about, if we come to you, it's, how can we help you?
Right.
And same thing, how can y'all help us? And if we can get together and if we're both providing help to each other, it's going to be beneficial for our students, it's going to be beneficial for our employers, and it's going to be what we're supposed to be doing in education.
Absolutely. Eric, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you.